Okay, let me see. Gotta be a good enough mood to do this. And that's usually with the gotta have just the right buzz. So then I don't know how good it'll come out, but I'll sure as shit have fun making it. Okay, so here's the bell. About a week ago. I think it's a he, my rat Sid. Um, if it starts making noise in the middle of the night, if I don't feed, I feed it late. Like I feed it like in the middle of the night, otherwise it'll have too much energy. So it'll sit there and wait for me to feed it. Where the fuck is he? Like a cat or a dog or something. It's like a cat or a dog, but it can't bother you. Yeah, it stays hidden. Oh yeah, I kind of do like that. And then it does various stuff, and then but we've getting it's getting to be a relationship like a feral cat. We've had lots of feral cats when my wife was alive, so I know, and I'm the guy who took care of them all and shit. So I had like 30 of them and shit. But so anyway, then the other night it rung the bell, woke me up. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. I lay there for a minute, like all right, I'm waking up, and it's like, all right, I come in. So then, like the next so many nights. So then, I feed it down there. I throw bite. They love popcorn, so or these do are trained on it or something. Cause that's how they wound up in here. Cause that's where I make my popcorn every night. And the blow, at the end, especially with that Redenbacher shit, right? It just blows all over the fucking place. And I don't give a fuck. My wife's dead, so I don't give a fuck if it's on the floor. Well, then the rat's set up in there. This rat got chased in the house by a fucking black rat snake. And that I, that I groomed out in the yard so that it would keep the moles from screwing up my projects and shit and rats or anything, whatever. And this thing runs inside, and the snake gets caught in a bunch of netting and dies. And then it lives in there for, I didn't know. I found it later. But apparently, and it drank all my wife's protein drinks, like she had cancer and shit, chemo, and when she wouldn't eat nothing else, she and I had lots of different leftovers because because she don't like any of them, and it's a matter of, for both of us, if we can get her to drink something. So there's all these I got everything in the store, and a lot of the ones she didn't drink, and so it was in there eating, living off of that shit in the middle of the night, and I'm way in there and don't hear. Then one night I come out, and she's fucking running across here. But see, it's too long a story. She gets into the house, but she's pregnant, and then she comes out of the pantry when I had left the door open. And then I shut the door while she was sneaking around in here. I got up in the middle of the night. I probably heard her. And then I shut the door. Oh, I shut the door because it was letting hot air in. And so she gets stuck out here away from her baby and comes running across here, and she's running back and forth. But she's looking at me like, my baby, my baby. I didn't think about it till later. I was like, it's the damnedest thing. It was like the damnedest thing. Like I didn't know if I was dreaming or what. But it was cool, But okay, I'll stand and talk about any one thing. So then I caught her, and then now her baby is grown up. When I caught her, it was just a little puppy, and and it would be running around. Well, that's in a bunch of long stories. So, but I got it finally trained there, and then I guess I should show this too. But I caught her in just a regular live trap, a small one. Because it was too smart for the big ones. But look. Oh, look. Sydney, look what I found. Cindy had this. I forgot about it. It's like, that's a trip, though. Because when does anybody got these kind of rats in cages? Oh, me. 2 of them. And then I got this thing. Yeah, but that's so that they're not eating, because this is like a Halloween thing. Anyway, so then I'm gonna catch it. It goes in here, and then when they close behind it, can't get back out. And then I've got this spring lock on there. I got all, it's got all kind of, it's a hole like the other one. I'll be too long if I keep talking about every little thing. So then I go out here and there's a fucking rat. Like, she's in the cage the first time I've seen her since I put her out here after catching her. I built her this cage. And it was the first time I seen her, and she was like back over there in the corner. You can't see through. I don't know if you can see the wheel. I'm gonna put the light up. The running wheel, she was on it the other night when I came out. And but then she goes down there and then up there and in there. Then she's in there. That's like she's in the belly of the cat, which is just an old oven, little, miniature oven or whatever. And then so I come out to feed her, and that's the first time I seen her. And then she runs down, she goes up her hidey pipe, and she hides up in there. And then I'm like, oh wow, good, she look good, And then I turn this way, and there's a rat runs right across here. But it didn't freak. They freak out. It's like, why would it come where it knows I am? And it was running by. And I was thinking it's the one from inside going back outside and visiting her back here, and that's why she was in the back corner. So then I skipped giving her popcorn and put this out. Like I did it the other night without this shield. And he or she just reached through there and got the popcorn. The trap was shut when I came out, but there was nobody in it, and the popcorn was all gone. So then I made a shield, and I'm like, it's got to be the one inside, because the one inside knows me. It knows this trap, because see, it was just a little baby with its mom. When the mom got trapped, the mom was coming out with the baby every night, eating the food I put down, until I slowly got it used to the metal cages and stuff that were safe, and then I switched out to big cages, and then the small one because it was too smart for the big one. So the baby knew this thing, and I can never get it. So I finally got it to eat where I showed you I got it to eat. And then I'm thinking it's coming out here. But then last night it beat me again, even with this, but it didn't get all the popcorn either. Like it usually does. But see, last night, so it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I'm sleeping, and like the next time I wake up, I'll be feeding her, him or her, and then it makes this noise. Like, this is like the mother was trying to shut it up a lot when they were hiding from me. It was always making these squeaky birdie noises. They sound like a bunch of birds. I guess I should look it up. I keep meaning to look it up. It's like whatever rat noises makes, but it's like this chirpy chirp, this noise. And last night is like 1:39, and it starts making the noise, and then it was like the bells. And then I'm like, all right, and, because I'm used to feral cats doing the same thing, similar enough. And then and a wife, and so then I lay back over like, okay, give me a second here, and then it does it again, and I said, all right, and then it shut up, and I went in and fed it. And then later I'm thinking, well, I saw the cage was closed, but I didn't come out and look till later in the morning, and I think back, and I was like, it was screaming at me. It was laughing. It was saying, I beat you again, It's like playing a game with me. But that's what they all do. They play these games like the cats do. They're very similar. Well, I mean, I don't know enough yet. I think they're a lot smarter. They're very cool. But anyway, so let's see. I guess I'll just keep going. So look, Sydney, I just did this all today. I mean, just finished up like cleaning up this whole thing. You know how messy it was and all the ditches and shit. So now it's all, and I just threw these carpets down. I just threw these decorations and carpets down like in the last hour just because I got a good buzz and I want to make a video. I want to make a video because I know you'll like it. But it's just like for ideas, like, oh man, isn't that? Because then I'm thinking like, you know, level that up. See, but then you have like a waitress, right? Through here. See, there's a path for the service person through this one. And then this couch bed that folds out. And then to this one. It's just to get ideas. But see, I can level it. I can do a lot of nice work down here on the ground and shit. That carpet's just an idea, you know, a start. And then you throw some other nice carpets, because they throw them away across the street all the time. You know, and I don't get them because I've got a bunch I already got. It's like, but if I'm using them, it's like, that's why I say, well, I'll just get them when I need them, because they throw them away every week. So I can start putting them down. But then I can start putting tiles down. I can do different stuff in different places until it all comes up. So anyway, I don't know how good this is going to be. Look, I'm making this for different people to give you an idea. Like, this is just, it's the cure, you know? And it's just bleeds out of me everywhere. And not just this. I mean, like the rat things, and I write science papers. I do the craziest politics you ever... Well, wait, you'll see. And see, so you can, maybe you can tell what it looks like. You know, and it covers in plastic for the winter and stuff. And not this winter, so I'm gonna put this heaters in here. But these will all go in another thing. Succulents in Virginia. And I'm getting it down too, man. It's a hell of a thing, man. It's a hell of a thing. More succulents. See, there's a path right through the middle of it all, you know? Yeah, but then there could be curtains for, you know, I mean, anything can be done with it. But if it, you know, just for an idea, if it was like just people come in here and get a cup of coffee and a fucking, some brownies and shit. You know, not here. Because this is all, it's a model for an industry. Because all this stuff, it's all junk. Put together with junk, by junk. I'm not a junkie. But I would say so because it would rhyme if I was. I used to get, I stay pretty high on medical. But if it wasn't medicinal, I would just get stoned all the time. But I have to kind of follow it medicinally, which makes me stoned all the time. So it's like I got an excuse, but it's legal in Virginia now. Like, as soon as I realized the eagle's nest, I don't think you can see so good anymore. See all that? It's like it's all sculpted. It's like that's history. There's like Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar, Mark Antony, Black Cleopatra, Liberta, Justice, and there's like tons of chess sets, like going up circular staircase. It's telling the story of history, But I don't have all the it's not all done up because no one's going to see it, and I don't want it all out. I put it out for a show, but yeah, but this stuff, it's a lot deeper than I can explain the whole thing. That's like, yeah, but see it's a train. See that up there? That comes down, slides up and down on them tracks. Like it's called Queen's Gambit. This the front is, and there's the. It's like this crazy story of history. Like all the crazy stuff people are talking about now is like, shit, I dug all that up 20 years ago. And they ain't even, everybody's about maybe ready to hear the real story now. Or find out how full of shit I am. Or I find out. But it's like, goes up there. It's cool as shit, the whole thing is. And then there's like mosaic chess pieces down here. And it's all part of a whole thing. It's a political move called Queen's Gambit. These are props that I came up with off the top of my head, sort of. So anyway, because it's recycled. It's all the stuff anyway, that gets into a whole another thing. But here, I'm going to go through this stuff fast. This is going to be the greenhouse this winter. All them succulents are going to come in here. And this is going to be it's a wood chip heater. Like wood chip piles, they get hot in the middle, right? And I know a lot about that. And I finally got to this model, and I think it is the one. This is like gonna be like so efficient, like just to take it to the next level. But like the wood chips, it's gonna go up. The walls will go up there and wrap around. Wood chips go in. The bed springs. The thing is air. And then this shakes them up. Air and stagnation. You got to keep mixing them. But it's, I come up with a system. And then shovel it out from down there, and then add more in the top because the stuff goes down quick. And then adding nitrogen. It's like a whole science to keep it hot. And then this is heating the house. That's the hot water. And it's like the heat from it is going to come through this valve, this one-way valve here. And it'll push the hot water this way. And the hot water and the air that goes in the house are going under this bed. Circulating, and the heat's pushing it in one way and back the other, so because it gets really hot in there. The water comes out piping, steaming hot. I've done it before. And so it's going to pump through here, and it's going to heat up all this soil, this one bed. It's going to get real well. See, but then the hose is underneath the house heating pipe, so the constant air flow through that will, we'll see, cool down so it doesn't get too hot up here to fry all the plants. Or it'll probably need a lot of water, and then it'll be a lot of humidity. I'll learn all that shit. And there's another one. There's like 2 house hoses like that. Hoses for the water to circulate underneath in there. And then it goes inside. So then when I want heat for inside, see, there's another one of these. When I want heat for inside, hot water, I just open up the pump valve to here, and it'll pump water into the water that's in the system that's already hot. So, get a couple gallons of really hot water and replace it with cool water. And twice, because I got them both. And like that. And so it's all about the same. Yeah. I think that's it. I mean, I can always find more stuff. But all right, man. Very cool. Later.